So I'm thinking about absolutely amazing men in our world. I'm thinking of people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, and I think Richard Branson. There's a number, there are a number of men who have achieved absolutely phenomenal success in the world, in business and in creativity. It's just beyond belief how these men have achieved what they have. And I'm thinking a few things, and one of the things I'm thinking is that it is men who have made these achievements happen. And that's just the way it is. Another thing I'm thinking is that these men are probably working on something, and if they're not working on it, then men like these will work on it in time. What I'm thinking it is that these men will be working on immortality, actually living forever. Because these men have the resources and the intellect and the will to investigate something so stupendous as the possibility of human beings living forever. Because it seems to me that the only reason humans die is because our genetics tell us when it's time to die. And so it seems to me we can find out what it is in our genetics that tells us when it's time to die and switch it off. So I'm not sure if there is any reason we couldn't live forever if we find this genetic code which tells us when it's time to die. And these men who have achieved such phenomenal wealth will be able to investigate this issue. And it seems to me only a matter of time before we find the genetic code which tells us when it's time to die. And we will therefore have the ability to not die ever, to be immortal. It just seems to me that it's about resources and time and effort and intellect fired at this problem to produce a solution to death. So I think that human beings will be able to live forever in due course. I think it is only a matter of time before we find a way to live forever. And I think that this is beyond spectacular. But the most spectacular thing is that it is inevitable, I would say. It's not a question of or maybe or hoping of a possibility. I think it is definite that we will investigate genetics and find a way to switch off the command to die. So human beings will be able to live forever when we uncover the code that tells us when it's time to die. It seems to me it's just about genetic investigation and resources put into the problem and intellect. And these men who I've mentioned have these resources and the intellect and the will. And so I think human beings will live forever one day, will have the ability to do so. I don't know the costs involved or how many people will be able to live forever, but I think it is fairly definite that human beings will live forever in due course. And men like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson will make this happen. I think it is inevitable.